the Eritrean capital Asmara, a city of tidy streets and welcoming cafes, dotted with impressive architecture. There are unmistakable signs of the country's economic woes, and yet, ever since the peace deal with neighboring Ethiopia, in Asmara, hope is in the air.
This peace will bring especially Eritrea to concentrate on other issues like developments in every sector, agriculture, construction.
It's very good. I mean, the way the peace comes, the whole our lives are getting better.
Our life standard will be improved. I will increase my education, not only me, but also the whole population. So I'm very optimistic, tourism, investment, trade, everything is going to be improved.
The war took a heavy toll here. In 2 years of conflict from 1998, almost 100,000 people were killed. To this day, Eritrea has compulsory national service, a mix of military training and development work, with no time limit. Human Rights Watch says that's one reason why 12% of the population has fled the country, which is one of the poorest in the world.
The peace agreement brings a completely new situation for the government of Eritrea. Up until now, the entire policy of the country was based on the danger of yet another war.
President Isaias Afwerki is a former freedom fighter. He's ruled the country since independence 27 years ago. He presents himself as a modest man, opposed to corrupt politicians. But he's been accused of human rights violations. His country has never held elections, has no constitution, no official budget, and zero press freedom. Will peace bring reform? The information minister is cautious.
It's very difficult to talk about concrete policy measures at this stage. We can only say that, okay, it's a new situation now, and whatever was a consequence of the war would have to be revised. Very clear. Give the government some time. It's a transition from a situation of almost continuous war to a new situation of peace. And let's not hurry.
Waiting is something Eritrea's political prisoners have plenty of experience with. The journalist Seyum Tahai has spent the last 17 years in jail. His niece Vanessa Berta lives in London and is fighting for his release.
Okay. As an Eritrean. If you look at what the Eritrean government has said for the past 17 years, they have been talking about this, the situation with Eritrea as an excuse for the status quo. And obviously, if the excuse is gone, there is space for optimism, because that means that the excuse, the thing that's been holding the country together in terms of its dictatorship, has fallen apart, which is call for optimism. But if you look at the actual practicality of the situation, nothing has changed, which means that realistically, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months after the peace being declared, there's no reason to be optimistic anymore, only reason to be critical.
On the streets of Asmara, no one is prepared to speak on camera against the government. But privately, many here say they're desperate for change.